It is a dreary Monday morning, and some of the stuff that is in this review YouTube video I have already up for you, but may not have specifically all the notes I got here for you now. And basically, I just want to review some photosynthesis, make sure you have a pretty good understanding of what's going on. Some people were disappointed, I did shave the mustache, so I apologize for that. Okay, so what's super important for us to be able to know for this? Number one, photosynthesis is a bunch of different reactions. It's like cellular respiration that way that it requires a lot of different things. And the reaction itself, take carbon dioxide plus water, you need enzymes, chlorophyll from the chloroplast, and light energy. If all three of those things are present, we're going to make glucose and oxygen. This is a endergonic reaction overall because it requires light. If light's not present, it's not going to happen. By the way, that makes this a non-spontaneous reaction. I'm going to move on to the next slide, so if you need to copy down any more words from this slide, pause the video now. So the chloroplasts themselves have kind of a different part to it, and I'm not a very good artist, so I'm going to shrink this down, move it up here, and draw what I think a chloroplast kind of looks like and how you might need to know it on the test. So the first thing you have are these thylakoid stacks. Now remember, I apologize, George, these are with my finger, so I'm not that good of an artist, but you guys can get the drift. Each individual thylakoid is, it increases surface area. So that whole thing right there is called a thylakoid. And then the stack of the discs, that itself is a grana. The stroma is the liquid in between. Okay, so the stroma would be this material in here, in there, and in here. It's like a liquid, a soup material. Okay. The thylakoids themselves are disc-like structures. Their job is to actually have the light reaction of photosynthesis occurs during that stage. Okay, there's the grana or thylakoid, and this is actually where the light reaction of photosynthesis actually occurs. I'm going to go on to the next slide. So here's the terms. If you look at this, things that we need to know. I didn't really mention in-brain space. We didn't mention that. I don't really care about that. Okay, what do I need to know? That term right down here. That term right down there. That term right down here. What I might do is label these, cross out obviously the term, put A, B, and C, and then ask you questions like, where does the light reaction of photosynthesis occur? Well, that'd be right there. Where does the dark reaction occur? Well, that's in the A, the stroma. Where is sugars produced? That's A, the stroma. Questions like that would be good to have on the test. It is two main sets of reactions. The first one is the light reaction, and it requires light, and its job here only to convert light energy into chemical energy. Okay, that's going to be used in the next stage. So it's the first stage of the process, and once again, it's going to take the end products of this to actually produce this, be used in the Calvin cycle. So we take the end products here and we use them here. Has to happen first, has to happen second. This one requires light. This one is known as the light independent or dark reaction. Does not imply that it has to be dark, it just implies that light's not necessary. The light reaction, its job is to make some ATP. This ATP is going to be then fed into that dark or Calvin cycle. It only occurs in the presence of light. That makes this process requiring light non-spontaneous and therefore endergonic. Another key event happens here, down here, water molecules split and oxygen's produced. Once again, if I put that diagram of a chloroplast, okay, I have a chloroplast here, I have my thylakoids. This is the location of the light reaction. I could ask you any of those questions. I could ask you, where's water split? Okay, the answer is here in the thylakoid. Where's oxygen produced? Here in the thylakoid. Where's the light reaction produced? Here. Where's ATP made? Here. All those would be the answers on the test. So, three major things that occur in the reaction. Number one, light energy is absorbed. It's required, and we're going to make some ATP. Two, water is going to be split, and we're going to get some electrons. These products here, these hydrogen ions and electron ions, both these two things are going to get fed into the Calvin cycle / dark reaction. Same thing. Three, hydrogen ions are going to make some NADPH. We're going to use that, once again, in the Calvin cycle. Biggest things. You think of photosynthesis, you think, oh, it produces carbon dioxide, oh, sugars are produced. We haven't done that yet. No carbon dioxide and no sugars are made. We'll take a guess where that happens. That happens in the Calvin cycle, also known as the dark reaction or light independent. They're all the same term. Okay? What the Calvin cycle does is it produces sugar. It requires carbon dioxide, and it takes CO2 and takes that and converts it into sugar through the products of the light reaction. Okay? Once again, the dark reaction is sometimes misleading. It implies that it must be dark. It doesn't need to be dark. It just happens independent of light. This is a nice link to go to. Just kind of see it. Not necessarily that important. I wouldn't waste my time. I'd study some of my videos. And that's all I got. Good luck on the test. Make sure you watch the review guide, and hopefully this has helped you.